Hey, mate, I'm talking about community. Hey, dog, I gotta talk about this, mate. So, my homie up in Cali, if you have a spot, hey, dog, I gotta talk about this, mate. The problem with this Indian community, hey, dog, for me, hey, dog, I gotta talk about them, and I talk about them because they're gonna be on the news, hey, dog. So, for me, I gotta just be able to just get in depth with my community about how this Indian community, they for a long time tried to stop me from prospering, bro. Like, this is just hate, hey, dog. I think a lot of people fucking love Jacob Brown. I think for me, I chill with my trauma community. I talk about stuff that's of value, of a personal value, but they don't want me to be a personal value. That's what this Indian community, this Punjab community. When I say Punjab, I mean I'm talking about people from Afghan Punjabis, Pakistan Punjabis, Indian Punjabis, hey, dog. So Jacob Brown is a personal value. In fact, I talk, you can see from my content, I went to Excel Centers, a dog, and talked to great entrepreneurs, a dog. For me, like, I'm just keeping this, the rawness, the rawness. What's important, a dog. For me, what's important is to keep this, in check with my trauma community, because I want to be able to share my story, a dog. So for me, because I'm a personal value, a lot of people, when I go to spots, they can see Jacob Brown is a personal value. I'm a likable person. In fact, I'm a business person. I'm so big on the tech industry, dog. So for me, I gotta just keep it honest, man. This Indian community, this Punjab community, they got a problem because they never wanted me to be a personal value, because I'm a personal value. I'm educated. I'm an intellectual, a dog. So that means I talk from logical reasoning with rational thinking, a dog, or critical thinking, critiquing my opinions for certain subject matters. Then again, I got my biases, right? But let me talk about this, because I think it's important to talk about how this community, for a long time, they have done a lot of stuff. Their hate crime was medical fraud, and it was involving a lot of medical officials, people in councils, in government, trying to stop the movement, dog. And it's been going on for years. They probably lied to a lot of people in government, I'm saying. And I gotta talk about it just so there is a depth of knowledge. I'm gonna make a content another time, but there are stuff that this community did, Indian community, this Punjab community, dog, trying to stop me from prospering, dog. And I think we live in a country that has democracy. So when it's a democratic country, dog, you can just do what you gotta do. But for them, anytime I try prospering, they get real upset, dog. So if I got like $50 or £50 like in my pocket, like, they got a problem with it. They have for a long time trying to sabotage. So it's the whole stuff goes with the D's, dog. So it's discredit, destabilize, to create a dysfunction, dog, and then to create defamation, dog. So their whole goal, dog. If I gotta see how the strategy, I gotta make content to talk about this Indian Punjab community. They are a network. They stalk me, they follow me, they harass me, they talk shit up on my name, smear campaigns. They use identity theft when I'm out in public. So example, I'm sitting out here being Jacob. So if I go up to another spot up in Bristol's a great spot. I love the spot, but if you go to Manchester, Birmingham, or Bristol, they use other people's identities to create fraud. And how they do this fraud is by using someone else's identity and try to target me with that nonsense, dog. And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that's involved. And I put it on socials for people to understand the type of nonsense that these people are up to. So for a long time, they tried to stop my money flow, my cash flow, dog, by employment sabotage, career sabotage. They will actively seek people of employers and talk nonsense on Jacob Brown's name, dog, because they were in fact projecting they were projecting their insecurities, their who they are to a lot of employers, and to stop cash flow, dog. It's a crime. Another way is they try to keep me in a struggle, like, so they don't want me to even have the basic needs. It happened years ago for me to survive, and it went on for a long time. They then tried to do a medical fraud by masking this whole struggle for cash flow, where they were the perpetrators, dog. Hey, homie, bro, this is some serious stuff. And then when this went on, where they were the perpetrators for cash flow, because they got people involved in, counsel who was involved in fraud. And then due to my circumstances, they said I lacked capacity. They then try do a medical fraud. They did a lot of stuff like trying to stop the Browns movement, dog, because they were people who were just haters. They were haters because their culture is so strict. They can't go out there and do their own thing, dog. For me, I'm a person that goes and talks to a lot of people. I'm a sociable creature, dog. So they did not want me to be a sociable creature. So there's a lot of people that was involved. There was Muslims, like Punjab Muslims, Punjab Sikhs, dog. So for me, like I'm an American, dog. Like I'm British American, so I gotta talk about this. So they then then I tried to just use my resources, like where I had a lack of resources, dog. And because Sri Lanka is a small nation, dog. I mean, we got a lot of MPs from Sri Lanka, like I'm Sri Lankan Tamil. So then they tried to come together. They got real upset. Because I'm on social media, dog, making content for my trauma community, dog. They got real upset because for me, like I like sharing. I'm a person of value. So the first thing they tried to take off was Jacob Brown being a person of value. I'm a person of value. I talk about stuff that really matters. They were so upset. They were so jealous, bitter. They were, envious that Jacob Brown has some intellectual capacity, which is a form of intellectual property, dog. So they were really mad after gone nuts because I'm smart. Then they tried to start my university, dog. So in university, they tried to stalk, harass, get teachers, lecturers who were like in the medical field, dog, to then lie. So they were like recruiting people to lie on a person who was trying to just build a future for his future children, future family. I'm not married, I'm single. I don't got no partner, dog. But for me, I'm gonna marry probably a white shawty, probably Sophia Jojo. She's still the option. But for me, I gotta talk about it, bro. They tried to start my education, my university. They tried to group up, trying to start me from prospering. So it's the Indian community, but it's the Punjab community, because they're a bunch of everybody lies, dog, but they were talking a lot of stuff that was not me. And then at nighttime or like in spots or in locations, they were pretending to be me, using my details, my name. I'd be like, Jacob was out there. I'm Jacob. This is me, dog. And they were out there committing crimes, and they were trying to use me as a scapegoat, dog. So the reason why this is important, I'm just looking at the neighbors, not my neighbors, but like the person at the house got a problem with me making content. But I gotta talk about this. So the reason why it's important is because on the long term, dog, these people did what they can, and it all failed because I'm educated to know what they were doing. And then they were trying to gaslight to people, saying Jacob Brown is just paranoid. Jacob Brown is just got some mental problems, because I'm exposing them. When you expose the perpetrators, the oppressors, dog, they want to start accusing you of having some health challenges, like, hey dog, he got some mental health problems. This is what they did, dog. For me, I got no health challenges. I don't got any mental health, or they then tried to mask this as some form of disorder, but I'm educated to know it's all lies, dog. So for me, I gotta talk about them, bro. For me, I think a lot of people starting to see the truth, the lies that was told, the defamation. I mean, years ago I had the British community on my ass, dog. The locals, any spot I went to, I'll probably go to an off license, probably is owned by an Indian person, like a Punjab person, which I don't anymore. But when I used to go to that shop or something, dog, homie, you gotta listen to what I gotta say, dog, because it's important. Then what the problem was, they would then start making some lies up. I'll be like, hey, Jacob Brown is out there causing trouble on our shop, dog. Then they tried to recruit the entire street, trying to lie. So this happened for years, dog, and I gotta talk about it, And so because it's been over years, I got a British community on my ass because the Indians lied, the Punjab lied. The Punjabs and Indian lied to the British community, dog. They lied to the white population. They lied to the black population. They pretty much lied to everybody, man. Just saying, they were trying to make me out to be a monster because, hey, man, like, I come from a poor family. So, like, my family did not have a lot of wealth. So I'm always an entrepreneur. I was the main of my house. I was the main of my house when I was 8 years old. So for me, like, I gotta just, do my thing, hey, homie, bro, you know what I'm saying? So they tried to stop, they tried to paint me as a monster. Then they tried to get me off being a person of value. They tried to stop my career, my future. They tried to stop my university. They tried to stop me on socials, hey, dog. And I'm like, hey, bro, like, if they're so invested in trying to stop a lot of stuff, like, for me, I'm like, hey, bro, they so highly invested on me, you know what I'm saying? What's popping, man? You right? All right, man. So for me, what's important is just to talk about my story, hey, dog. I think it's important, like, to the Indian community, they tried to start my education, my university, hey, dog. They did not want me to study. They did not want me to have a lot of, knowledge. They did not want me to, be a person in society. They tried to discredit, destabilize. Then they tried to defame, bro. And then they tried to destabilize my entire life by going every aspect of my life. I'm breaking it apart, hey, dog. For me, I'm like, hey, bro, that's like, the most, it's human rights breach, hey, dog. But I talk about it because I think it's important. I think a lot of people that was misinformed about Jacob, I had these people come up, like, from cultures, communities, and for me, like, I'm not like some Karen or Kevin, but like, for me, like, if someone comes up to me, like, I'm like, hey, bro, like, can you get after me? And I used to react, hey, dog, but then I kind of realized it's just their community. They were doing this entire thing to, absolutely destabilize, discredit, defame, and then sabotage my entire life and put me in a psych ward or, like, in a hospital, like some crap, by medical fraud, medical negligence, medical law breaches. Thing is, they tried this for so long, dog, like for years, like nearly 10 years, and then they did a marriage fraud. So there was a Punjab marriage fraud, which I never signed a signature, dog. I never signed a signature as a forged signature, marriage fraud. And then they tried to use this family, this Punjab family, Indian Punjab family or African Punjab family, to claim that I was married to this person. And this person, I think this person, like, this person's, I think, already caught, I'm saying, but they're gonna be on a lawsuit. So then they did the marriage fraud, forged signatures. So there's a lot of stuff with Met database, which is the computers, the Met officers, councils, probably Indian MPs in government who's involved in a lot of fraud, like forged signature, Met fraud, medical fraud. They all work together. But like for me, I never dated a Indian person. I never dated a Indian. I never dated an Indian person, dog. I don't find Indian pretty, dog. I dated, one Sri Lankan Tamil person when I was in high school, when I was 15 years old, bro. And also a Filipino chick, dog. She was a shawty, dog. She was cute. Like, I talk about her, and I get this, make a wish, dog. And get these bastards off my back, dog. But for me, like, I never dated. I only dated 2 brown birds, dog. Chicks, dog. Brown shawties, Sri Lankan Tamil. When I was 15 and when I was about 18, 19, I dated a Filipino bird, dog. The rest have been, white shawties, dog. I mean, come on, a piece of white ass, dog. I gotta be honest, but for me, they tried to, create a lot of narrative on Jacob, and Jacob's not that, bro, dog. Jacob just getting it, bro. Like, Jacob just trying to go get lucky. They did not want me to have bare minimum, but like for me, I got something now. But this community lied to a lot of people, bro. Like, was a lot of they were projecting their insecurities, their strict culture, their strict nonsense onto a person that's not from their country. Then they were claiming that I was from their country, dog. I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm Sri Lankan Tamil. Sri Lanka is a Buddha country, dog. I mean, for me, like, I rep my country, even though there was a civil war, like there was a civil unrest. For me, homie, bro, like, it's people from my motherland, dog. So for me, I gotta do what I gotta do for me, dog. But the Indian community gotta be found out, bro. They were lying to the white population, the black population, the Chinese population, every population, and they how they did this, dog. So the Indian person could be married to a British person, or the Indian person could be married to a the Scottish, Irish, Spanish, any person. They have like a daughter or son who's like half caste or mixed, dog. And then they'll use these kids to go, perpetrate and lie and try create a smear campaign. For me, like I could not give a fuck, dog. For me, like if I gotta bleed, if I gotta bleed tomorrow, dog, like I'm gonna go represent, the US and I'm in the UK, dog. I'm gonna represent the UK and the US, dog. They fed me, dog. And people could be asking, like, is Jacob Brown whitewashed? Nah, bro. Like, I mean, what's that got to do with, like, holding values that are important? I don't hold every single values of this country or the US, but for me, I think it's important, especially the democratic value, with democracy. So for me, I'm not whitewashed. Like, they probably watch my content, be like, Jacob Brown's whitewashed. Nah, bro. I'm just talking about having some liberty and security and some freedom. That's your birthright, dog. They tried to take something that belonged to me. Now they trying to get caught up in this marriage fraud, this medical fraud, and they gotta get caught, man. Just saying, I don't give a fuck about these people, dog. They never had my back because I was never the threat. Then they started this process of saying I'm a danger to the public, danger to women by having false reports, met fraud, having their thoughts and women, dog, lie on my name when I'm in public, saying I've harassed them when I don't harass like people. There's people always driving up here with their bikes and stuff. So they were like involved in a defamation smear campaign that involved a lot of just nonsense, dog. So I'm not a danger to the public, danger to the people. Even like it got really worse because in buses they got people, recruited people, paid people to get people to lie in buses, and they were paying money to these bus drivers to get them to lie. So that's how the fraud took place, dog. And I gotta talk about it because it's for me it's like nonsense, dog. But I gotta get it, man. I gotta see what's popping. I think it's important that I've addressed this, but for me, they tried to stop a lot of stuff. They tried to say a lot of stuff about me that's not true, homie. Dog, homie, that's not true, bro. I'm a person of value. They did not want me being a person of value. They did not want me educated. They did not want me having a career future. They did not want me studies, opportunity, university. They did not want me nothing. They want me in some hospital, medical fraud, and they wanted to just medically sacrifice me because they gotta get exposed, and they're gonna get exposed, dog. It's going on the news, dog. Alright, man, I gotta get it, bro. Peace of love, and I'm real account of my story, dog. And they are afraid because I'm exposing them. They can be upset, but for me, like, they gotta be known to the world, dog. My story is gonna be told, dog. Alright, man, peace of love, bro.